What up, guys? My name's George Gankis, and I'm going to show you how to put the G slot on properly. All right, let's talk about the G slot here. Okay, how do we put it on? First thing that I do is I put this part right here. This is the forearm rotator. So I'll put this on my right hand, right in the middle of my wrist and very tight, okay? So this will set up. Now, I put it straight up my arm. I have it a little diagonal when I put it on, and I'm gonna show you how and why, okay? So I'm gonna slide this up through my arm all the way up, okay? Now, I'm going to put this up over my arm this way, okay? I'm gonna connect this here, and I'm going to actually put this on this at an angle, okay? There's an angle, and I'm going to go. Now, you can see as I forearm rotate, you'll see how much I rotate. If I pop this here, this could get all the way into like a Spider-Man here, okay? I'm just doing forearm rotation to here. Now, if I put this on and I go like this and it's already popped, that means that we have to turn this thing in a direction less diagonal. That's more diagonal, which means it'd be easier for me to pop it. So I need to turn it this way a little bit, and now my hand can go on, okay? And now if I go up top and I'm like, okay, it's really hard to do, it's too low, then you need it a little bit more diagonal, either in the forearm or up top, okay? So when I put it on, you're gonna see that it's fine. But if I actually went like this first to put my grip on, you're gonna try and keep your grip normal, and then it won't pop, okay? So that's how you're gonna put it so it can go here, here. Now, when people put this on, a lot of times I'll see it not on their arm, okay? You want it to sneak in about 45 and almost touch back behind you. So it's there. If it's over here and you can't touch it, it's way low, you don't like that, okay? So I sneak this more towards me and up closer to my armpit, okay? So it's more in that direction than it would be if I turned it back this way and it was like down here, okay? So I'm moving it closer to me here and in this position. So if I went up top and said go external, forearm roll, it would work. Now, a lot of people are gonna have slippery shirts where this starts to slip. Take this shirt off, make sure this thing is very tight, okay? So you push that on, you tighten it here, and then it rolls. Now, another thing to watch out for, the more extension, it becomes easy. That's extension, that's flexion. So the more extension, the easier it is than it is to do this way without it. It feels very hard, okay? So most of my players have at least a flat wrist or more flexion, which would make that easier to click. If it's super hard, that means that this thing is more straight up and down. If this is straight up and down, no diagonal, but straight up and down this way, it's never gonna snap. You're gonna be like, it doesn't snap, okay? So you need to have it more diagonal. So this is more diagonal. You can see that there's diagonal, so that's straight up and down, it will pop. But if it gets too straight up and down this way and you have it on the side of your wrist over here, you're gonna go, it doesn't pop, okay? That's because it's there. Now, if it gets too diagonal, this is too diagonal over here, then you're gonna put your grip on it, it's already gonna pop. So there's a perfect position for it where you can put your grip on and you can get up here and go here and there without it having to pop, where it's so straight up and down that you're like, it pops right here, okay? So there's a perfect place to put it on, and you need to understand that's how you do it. Now, I'm gonna show you how to do it independently without the G slot. We're gonna do this just with the forearm rotator. Some people just like the forearm rotator. Now, here's an extra piece. I like to put this on in the squiggly part. The gray part's gonna go on the inside. That means it's on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna slide it up my arm, and I'm gonna put it on, and then I'm gonna turn this thing a little bit so when I rewrap it around, I can put this diagonal, and I have enough pressure where that will still pop, okay? So that's the case. So now when I put it on, it didn't pop, so it's good. So I get up to the top, that's popping easy, okay? That's where we want it. That's exactly how we do it. That's the forearm rotator. So like I said again, if it gets too straight up and down, you'll be able to put it on easy, but now you're not going to be able to pop it. You'll be like, all the way down there, and that's too much, okay? So we're gonna make it diagonal, but not too diagonal to where, here's too diagonal, to where you put your grip on, it doesn't even go. So you gotta put it in a perfect position, right about here. So you go up top, and that would be absolutely perfect position for you using this. So this will be fickle for you if you don't understand it. You go, this thing doesn't work. It's too hard if it's straight up and down. Too easy here, you can't even put your grip on. If it's too diagonal, so you'll have it diagonal, but not too much, to where you want this thing to be able to go where it's about 45 to your back, okay? Right there. And if you pop that more, it could get even shallower. And some people love that. Some people go, that's too shallow. That's up to you.